Semi-final Saturday at the World Senior Snooker Championship. 4 nations represented: Malta, Brazil, England and Ireland. Who will take it home, though? We are guaranteed a new name on this board tomorrow night.
Can you pull off one good long pot? Of course he can.
Big shot here to keep this break going. One of those, oh, it's a beautiful shot he's played there.
I think for all players need sacrifice for many hours on the table. I'm still confident, trust my technique, trust my game.
It's a fantastic shot. That's the best shot he's played so far.
Hey, listen, the adrenaline keeps you going, and I'm delighted to get a little bit more practice. Hopefully I can get a little bit sharper, and yeah, really looking forward to playing in the semi-finals.
Oh, another scintillating pot.
Good afternoon from the Crucible. 16 came, 4 remain, and Igor Figueiredo and Tony Drago are first semi-final. It's Brazil versus Malta, England versus Ireland, with Barry Pinches and Ken Doherty on the way later today. A very warm welcome to you, and it's good afternoon to Cliff Thorburn and to Neil Foles. Welcome. What a great day we have in store. Neil, it's a semi-final lineup to savour, and we'll have a new champion.
We will, and all of these players have got a different journey in the game. Ken is still on the tour. Barry Pinches has played as a top-up player. He's beaten Sean Murphy this season. He's trying to get back on. Then you've got the likes of Igor Figueiredo, who, personal circumstances, took him off the tour. He's a really good player. And then Tony Drago, been off a while, but he can still play the game, as we've already seen. Indeed, we saw some great stuff last night and yesterday, in fact, throughout this tournament. And Cliff, champion in 1980, you're a man who's done so much for this game on a global scale, and with 4 different nations represented in the semi-final, proving that snooker really is a massive global game.
Well, sure. You know, it is. Obviously, you know, with the pedigree of the British players, and you've got the 2 players, Barry Pinches and Ken Doherty, are still on the tour, which is what Neil just said as well. And then we have the 2 players that aren't on the tour at the moment, but they're 2 of the most exciting players that have ever played the game. And one is, you know, very, you know, cold and calculated, and gets the job done. And then you've got the other player, you know, who gets the job done, but is a little bit nervy. So, you know, on that note, that's the only thing. You know, I can say that they're, you know, contrasting styles. You know, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this match.
Oh, we can't wait. And well, talk about nerves last night, and we saw a roller coaster of emotion from Tony Drago, because it looked like we're going to a final frame decider, Neil.
Yeah, I know, and it ended like that really, with Drago left this easy black, and he probably needed this to be an easy black because his game had fallen to pieces. Okay, if he's listening, he'll accept that, because he started off brilliantly. He made the highest break of the event, and he's in line for the £2,000 bonus. He should have made about 140 odd, but at the end of it, he just fell over the line. But he won.
He did, and we're delighted to have Tony here this year, and of course into the semi-final up against Igor Figueiredo shortly. And also we saw James Watana, his title hopes ended by Barry Pinches last night, Cliff.
Yeah, I think that the difference was just that, you know, James isn't on the tour and not playing enough competitively, whereas Barry's playing all the top players in the world, and he's really rough and tough and ready to go. But yeah, it was good to see James back here, and a real gentleman as well in the game.
Absolutely.
And he's done so much for snooker in Asia.
Indeed, and Thailand as well. But not to be for James Watana. It was Barry Pinches that went through, and that sets up our second semi-final with the darling of Dublin, Ken Doherty. You'll be watching that with us later on Channel 5. But coming up first on this Saturday afternoon, it's Mr. Drago against the brilliant Brazilian Igor Figueiredo. Let's hear from both of them with Rob Walker.
It's going to be a tough match. You know, Igor played great against Jimmy. You know I'm queuing well. You know, at times I'm going like AWOL and I'm missing a few balls, but I know I'm queuing well. So it's not disheartening me that I'm missing a few balls in the end. But, you know, I have to try not to miss any balls at all because it's a short race. You know, although now it's best of 7, it's a bit better, but it's still a short race.
Tony is natural player, very, very, very good. He's a legend, yeah. He's dangerous. I need a good safety for against him.
Igor is a great player. He plays the game the right way. He's a lovely guy too, but you know, we're going to have to be a bit of not enemies, but not as friends as we usually are for about an hour or more.
It's very important for myself, but very important for Americas, yeah. This match, I think, very important for my career and our Americas.
Two great friends, but enemies today. I have to say, Cliff, I saw both of them walk into the practice room this morning, and a big hug, the pair of them.
Nice, yeah. Well, you know, Igor is, you know, he's representing North and South America, and, you know, I've got a, you know, soft spot for him, and Tony's one of my best friends, so it's pretty hard to me to
I think Tony's
pick anybody.
Everyone's friend. Igor, likewise, with that beautiful smile. Yeah. How do we see this one going, Neil?
Well, I mean, it's interesting. I think Igor's favourite, actually, on what I've seen. The way he dispatched of Jimmy 3-0 yesterday, you can't argue with that. It's very interesting. You know, Igor, you know, Brazil, yes, there's snooker played there on a smaller table, but you don't think of it as a snooker hotbed, do you? Let's be honest. But there's more players coming through. You can see all his details on there. You know, he's been on the tour and all of these sort of stuff. Whereas in Malta, they've been playing snooker for many, many years, you know, tens of years. They've had world amateur champions and all kinds of things going back. So it's a more traditional game there. But it's a great meeting of two snookering nations, this, isn't it?
Certainly is, and we cannot wait to get semi-final Saturday underway at the Crucible. They're ready, and we will be soon as well. Join us after the break.